We are a small business. It's a family business. We didn't do anything to be harmful. We never even thought that this is where we would end up.
For 2 years now, Meg Anderson has hosted drag shows at her cafe in Melbourne's southeast. Her customers would always ask if they could bring their kids along, so recently Meg decided to organise a drag event for children.
Ball gowns, Disney princesses, colouring in, egg painting, a couple of sing-alongs. That was literally it.
But 4 weeks out, she got cold feet.
I started paying attention to things that were going on in the news.
Protesters tried to stop drag queens reading stories to children.
I'm here to support people that don't indoctrinate and groom little 8-year-old kids.
Meg saw what was happening overseas and in Australia too.
Disturbing scenes at weekend protests in Melbourne.
At an anti-trans event attended by neo-Nazis.
She cancelled the show, but it was too late. Messages appeared on an online forum threatening to stake out the venue and track down the home addresses of attendees and performers. Predators become prey, one post reportedly said.
Makes me feel a bit degraded, more like an animal than a human.
Millyanne Problems is one of the drag artists who was booked for the children's event.
It's actually been requested to us a lot through our regular customers because we are all about inclusivity. And we didn't want anybody to feel like they had to be excluded because they either had to take care of their child or just couldn't come without them.
She says the threats are getting worse.
The hate over the last few years has gotten really bad. Most of it is frightening to the aspect that I have to now think about my family's safety every time I go out or I post with them.
Equality is not negotiable in this state, and I think it's a pretty sad day when the worst of American politics is creeping into our state. There's no place for that.
The drag community and its allies now fearful. Their safe space under threat.
We're in hospitality. It's been a tough 3 years. We just wanted to bring some joy, some fun.
Well, cafe owner Meg Anderson, who we saw there, joins us now. Meg, this has been pretty full on. How are you doing?
It's been a tough day and a tough 24 plus hours, particularly for myself, the staff, our community. This isn't a venue that is about that sort of attitude. Our venue is based on letting everybody in and enjoying it. And our drag queens are basically family to us.
Meg, you've gone to the police. Is there anything they can do?
Interestingly enough, yes, they can, and they are. This is bigger than what we thought, and they have been monitoring a lot of this activity. They have offered great amount of support to us, to the staff and to the performers as well. And we will continue to work with them because we shouldn't be in this position, not in our country.
Meg, you have been hosting drag events for a couple of years. It might be hard right now, but can you just talk with us about why you do it?
What? When it was first brought to me, Chelsea, we were still within the COVID lockdowns, in, out. And there was a pause in Chelsea where people just didn't seem to be having any fun. So we thought we'd just bring something really different. And it was fantastic, and it lit up the suburb. Every time we would get calls, oh, is it kid-friendly? And we always said no. And I guess 6 months ago, before Christmas, we had started discussing the fact, well, maybe we should look at a kid-friendly style of event with the girls, ball gowns, all those sorts of things. I guess I didn't do this to do any harm. None of us did this to do any harm.
Meg, are you going to continue putting on drag events after everything that's happened?
So I guess at the end of the day, a kid-friendly event to us at the moment, I would say to you, I'm not sure. But I am not stopping what I am doing. So we are still continuing with our original drag events, and we will always continue with them. I think the biggest thing, guys, is that I'm a pacifist. Not that my husband would agree with that, but I am. So I don't understand. I don't understand hate. I really don't. And it's kind of made it a little difficult today to work out where I balance this all out in my head. Yeah. I created this space because I love people. Now we're copying it at something that seemed, to me, just about bringing some love.
We know it's been a really tough 48 hours of the last few weeks as well, so we really appreciate your time tonight.
Thanks, guys.